The United States has suspended the development of a peace plan for Ukraine to consult with Europe. This was reported by the British publication The Telegraph. The administration of U.S. President Donald Trump has temporarily halted work on a plan to resolve the conflict in Ukraine. This decision was made to take into account the opinions of European NATO allies. U.S. Special Envoy for Ukraine and Russia Keith Kellogg stated that he would hold talks with the prime ministers and presidents of NATO countries. The goal of these consultations is to discuss possible formats for a peace agreement and the contribution of each side to this process. Elements of the peace plan may be presented at the Munich Security Conference, which will take place in the coming days. Among the possible proposals is continued military support for Ukraine in exchange for access to its rare earth resources. Why did the U.S. suspend the plan? Experts believe this is due to Washington's desire to strengthen Ukraine's position in future negotiations with Russia. By considering the opinions of European allies, the U.S. aims to create a more balanced and multilateral approach to resolving the conflict. This could also be an attempt to avoid unilateral decisions that might cause dissatisfaction among allies. Europe's role in this process is crucial. European countries play a key role in ensuring Ukraine's security. The U.S. likely wants to share responsibility for security guarantees with European partners. This could include both financial and military support, as well as diplomatic pressure on Russia. What does this mean for Ukraine? For Kyiv, the suspension of the plan could mean both opportunities and risks. On the one hand, a multilateral approach could strengthen Ukraine's position in negotiations. On the other hand, delays in the process could lead to further escalation of the conflict, especially if Russia uses the pause to strengthen its positions. Reactions from the parties. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky expressed hope for a swift resolution to the conflict but emphasized that Ukraine is not ready to make concessions that could jeopardize its sovereignty. The Kremlin has not yet commented on the suspension of the plan but has previously stated its readiness for negotiations, provided its interests are taken into account. European countries are likely to support the U.S. initiative but will insist on maintaining sanctions against Russia until real progress is made in the talks. The suspension of the U.S. peace plan for Ukraine highlights the complexity and multilateral nature of the conflict. While this step may slow down the resolution process, it also opens up opportunities for a more balanced and sustainable solution. The future of Ukraine largely depends on whether the U.S., Europe, and Russia can find common ground and end the bloodshed.